I've smoked hash for 60 years. Since 1964 in Amsterdam, there was no coffee shops. You had to go down where the ships landed in the harbor, and the pub owners would have hash. I believe the sailors from Africa, Pakistan, had no money. They pay their beer with hash, and the pub owner sells the hash to us. That's how I get my first job.
You were one of the first women to challenge a male-dominated industry and create innovations like the pollinator. What message would you like to leave for women who are trying to find their place in the cannabis industry today?
Now, women who are trying to find a place in the cannabis industry, just do it. If you find something that you are good at, maybe it's baking cookies, maybe it's growing plants, but just go and do it. Don't think too much. When I decided to go to India, it was made in one day. We go to India. When I decided about the pollinator, well, actually the pollinator is a little story because I had seen in Afghanistan and Pakistan how the people make hash on a flat screen. So when I come back to Amsterdam, the whole city is suddenly full of coffee shops and they all sell weed. And I tried 4 times. But already 20 years smoking hash, I never liked the weed. I
Really?
stay with the hash. So at that time, actually, I was growing weed in Amsterdam. I had 4 children. They like to eat 3 times a day and they can't wait till next week. You better make sure there's money every day. This was a challenge for many years. I was growing the weed and I started to make the hash for myself on this flat screen. It's a slow job. It took me about 20 minutes for one joint to make. And then one night I'm standing in front of the clothes dryer, not where they wash, but they dry and they're all tumbling. And I'm looking and I'm thinking, there, big tumble, me little tumble. Next day, we bought a second-hand clothes dryer and took away the heat and tied a screen around the drum and threw in some material. I watched. Yes. And in 5 minutes, I had enough to make a joint. So for me, it was a perfect machine. And only 1 year later, all my friends liked the result. Did I decide, okay, I'm going to make a company and make this machine. Yeah.
You brought ancient cannabis secrets from east to west. What is the most valuable thing you learned during your journey to Asia and you still apply in your work with hash today?
Take your time. Don't rush it. Actually, when I was in India, I made my first hash, but this was not with a screen. The local people there, they see the plants and they rub the plants and the next plant. And after 1 hour, your hands are black and you have to, to get it off. And then you have what they call charas.
Perfect.
So that was what the first hash I made
Back in India.
back in India. And then I learned the joy of making your own hash.
Mm.
So when I got to Holland, I was so happy with this machine. I can make my own hash faster.
Yes, faster than the charas,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Also.
well, the charas, you can do in Holland also. But actually, I think to make the charas is a very uneconomical way to make hash. And a lot of the material gets lost. So I think it's better to put in a pollinator or to wash it, and then you just get the crystals.
You have lived through times of great prejudice and persecution, but I have also seen the advancement of legalization in some countries. How do you view the future of cannabis and in particular hash on the global stage?
Well, my dream is that it gets legalized worldwide before I die. and I'm 80 years old, so they better hurry up.
Let's
Yeah,
get it faster. Right. Okay, I got the message. We're working for it here.
And the
You're
message from the Dalai Lama: never give up.
hurry up and never give up. Yeah. You mentioned that hash has helped you maintain sanity over the years. In your opinion, what is the potential of cannabis as a tool of well-being and mental balance?
For me, it has been a perfect thing. Not my age, I've not been in hospital only one time for a genetic thing that was wrong with my heart. But for the rest of my life, I don't take any medication. So for me, hash is the answer and solve everything. And also mentally, it helps me. I was a single mom with 4 kids. So sometimes life was,
Wow, I can imagine.
have some good joints. It helps a lot.
Your book took 11 years to complete,
Yeah.
with over 500 pages of fascinating stories. What was the most difficult part to tell and why?
Actually, it was not what I expected. Writing about the old history, it was so much easier because that information was part of me. But things that happened recently, they are still trying to find the right place in me. So to write about things that happened in the last year, for me was the most difficult. In fact, for 8 years I wrote, and I wrote till about 4 years before that moment. And then for 2 years I stopped. And then one night I'm thinking all the things I had wished to do and did not do. A butterfly garden, I wanted to build my own house from hemp, I wanted to build, and to write the book. And then I said, from all those things, the book is a simple, all I have to sit down and write it, and it's done. So
Let's do it.
let's do it.
Yeah, perfect. And thank you for this, like, so far. Thank you. The creation of Pollinator was an eureka
Yeah,
and moment while you were watching the washing machine.
yeah.
Do you think the cannabis in some way stimulates the inventive vision and creativity?
Uh, I don't know. I always think having 4 kids on your own makes you think outside the box.
Yeah, you
And-
have to, right?
Right, yeah. And I think this was typically an outside of the box idea to see this and to think this.
Perfect.
But I'm sure that has helped. But I always think it's more thinking outside the box idea.
Life as it is, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You have to manage.
yeah.
We say that what we give, we receive back. How do you believe cannabis has transformed you, and what do you think you have offered back to the plant and the cannabis community?
Well, when I first started making pollinators, I had no idea of the influence. And afterwards, people tell me, well, before that time, nobody was making hash. Yeah, in Afghanistan and China and places by hand. But having the pollinator machine make it so fast really got a lot of people thinking. And it's incredible. Now, apart from Antarctica, there's no continent we don't sell pollinators, isolators, bubblators, even to countries where it's illegal to grow.
Really?
So we laugh because we know somebody must be growing.
Thank you very much, Mila.
Okay.
All you made for us. It's a pleasure to have your available here to talk to me.
Yeah.
And
Actually, a few days ago in the evening, I visited a group of women in cannabis,
yeah,
and I thought it was beautiful
yeah,
because I could see each one have problems. You know, we all have problems, but there especially, and they could talk about it, and the other women are there for support. And also, I feel as a group, you are stronger. It was beautiful,
yeah,
and I hope, and I heard there is more association like that.
yeah.
So I think this is really good in Brazil. Help the women stick together. Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm
Thank
so
you.
emotive. Thank you. Would you sign a book?
Sure.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy the book.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Love you too. Mwah.